back with another analysis to kickstart our Tuesday's trading session. So the markets right now, especially for gold, is very sensitive towards macro and fundamental biases. Moreover, we are extremely sensitive towards headlines regarding geopolitical escalation. So as of now, what we know is there is a deadline for Iran, okay? For the US-Iran war, Trump has set a hard deadline, threatening immediate strikes on energy and transport infrastructure, and talks of a ceasefire slowly collapsing if there's no response, okay? Now, all of this is resulting into dominance of the US dollar as the world's safe haven. So the markets are choosing to price in the US dollar as the safe haven asset compared to gold. And also because of this war, the Fed is also very hawkish in terms of rate cuts. So what the impact of this is, we're looking at possibly higher interest yields for longer, and this is resulting into a less attractive non-yielding asset like gold. All of this results to a short-term sell on rallies, meaning that we should be looking for sell positions once price starts to pick up. Volatility and event-driven volatility is very prominent here. As I said yesterday during NY, we had a lot of these indecisive wicks on the 15-minute. Nowhere to place a position when the 15-minute is moving 3,000 pips on either side. Now, with that said, with the Asian Open being so bearish, we are looking for possibilities of a continuation sell. But before we get into that, let's do a quick multi-time frame analysis. On the daily chart, we are trading off of the daily range. Yesterday's daily candle closed indecisive with a gap down and long wicks in between with a small body. So a very indecisive candle yesterday, very choppy day. Thankful that we got out early, took 4 trades, all 4 ran into profits, and we were done for the day. Okay, it was a better decision not to trade during NY due to the volatility first, and secondly also due to the fact that the markets were so indecisive. Pushing lower into the 4-hour, price tapped into our previous day's 4-hour fair value gap, respected 4-hour structure very well. Anything above is still untouched. Am I expecting price to re-enter this level again? I'm not taking that into consideration. I am not expecting price to trade up into this level again. What I prefer for price to do is to just continue its downward fundamental movement. At least that is what's predictable at the moment. Let's quickly remove these arrows first. As of now, on the hourly chart, what do we have? On the hourly chart, it is also very choppy. But like I said earlier, on the Asian Open, we did open up and push lower, forming an external change of character on the hourly. Okay, the hourly was moving bullish internally, and we are now starting to flip internally on the hourly. Okay, on the hourly, internal structures have flipped bearish, matching external bearish structure. Okay, external bearish structure is lower lows. Internal structure is also forming lower lows. So we are aligning back on towards the hourly external structure. On the 15-minute time frame, it is much more difficult to monitor due to the choppiness. Markets has been in a consolidation since Thursday. Okay, markets has been in a consolidation, no proper direction on the 15-minute chart. However, externally we have flipped bearish externally on the 15-minute chart with this external low being taken out. Okay, so external low has been taken out. We are expecting price to continue to push towards the downside, so we are looking for conditions that allow us to push for sells. So for the Asian high right here, we failed to tap the Asian high earlier just now. We failed to tap the Asian high. So if we want to take sells, what I'm looking at is three possibilities. Okay, possibility one, this low right here to be taken out, the OB low. Let me quickly draw this out, to be displaced. So either we form a breaker block here, turning this into a breaker block, where we then, if price shows strong volume and show displacement, we would then write sells, taking out this swing low right here. Either that or price breaks through both levels, which is much preferred. This the 15-minute candle breaks through both levels, showing strong bearish displacement, which is very, very much preferred. We would then take continuation sells in towards the Asian low and previous day's low, which is also previous day's Asian. Okay, so that is the plan. Plan 2 is if this OB holds. Okay, we are showing a little bit strong volume, bearish volume coming in. We will see what happens from here. But if the OB holds a rate on the Asian high, with bearish confirmation, we would then take sells at a higher level, which would be a reversal trade. Okay, as of now, buyers cannot even close above the Asian high, and that's a very, very good sign for us if we're looking for sells. Another way to look at this, if we do get displacement here, a retest of this inverse fair value gap on the 15-minute time frame. So if we get a displacement off of this low right here, meaning a strong bearish closures below this low, we would then look for a retest off of the inverse fair value gap for us to look for sell entries. Okay, so that is pretty much the plan for now. A couple of scenarios to consider. It is not so straightforward because of the choppy nature of the market, and that's why we have to play into consideration a couple of factors involved here. Okay, so always be careful. Any headline news could affect the market. For example, if our bias for the day is bearish and Trump announces this ceasefire to be accepted, which I hope it does, or which I hope the ceasefire actually comes into plan. But if we're in, this is just one of the risks we have while trading. Okay, just so you guys understand the risk, because any headline news can affect our bias for the day. Okay, as of now, price is displacing lower. We will be taking a position very, very shortly, looking at how price moves. Okay, looking for a retest for us to execute. It might take some time, waiting for confirmations to align, but please be patient and trade with discipline. Okay, with that, I hope all of you have a very, very profitable day ahead, and I'll see everybody inside T-Market.